Kievo Pecherska Lavra is one of the oldest, most important and largest monastery complexes of the Russian Orthodox Church. The Holy Gate of the Trinity-Gate-Church is the main entrance into Kiev's cave monastery. It features Ukrainian Baroque architecture with stucco work and numerous icons. Gate churches were typical of Kiev Rus and also served as watchtowers for fortified walls. Later, great artists were employed to add further embellishments. All Hallows Church is one of the monastery's gate churches. It features 5 golden domes and green roofs. Its facade is decorated with beautiful ornaments. However, the history of the monastery began quite modestly. Revered monk Antonius lived for many years in a monastery on the Holy Mountain of Athos in Greece. He subsequently returned to his home country and lived as a hermit for the rest of his life, within a cave on the banks of the River Dnjepr. At that time, Grand Prince Vladimir made Christianity the state religion, and Kiev became the political and financial center of the East Slav countries. Further monks followed, and a community of hermits was formed that lived under monastic rule. They lived in caves until construction of the eventual monastery. "500 years later, the monastery was given its wooden bell tower. However, it burned down, and in 1731, the big bell tower took its place. Three levels, each decorated with different columns, and above, a golden Baroque cupola with a cross. Impressive large wheels power the huge church clock, and splendid views across the fortified monastery complex are accompanied by the sound of chimes. Prince Yaroslav the Wise, son of the first Christian Grand Prince of the Kievan Rus, bequeathed this cave monastery. Next, the first churches were built, very simple at first, but also very sacred. The Ouspensky Cathedral is located in the center of the monastery and attracts many pilgrims. According to legend, 12 Greek brothers were sent here by the Mother of God in order to construct this building. She also gave them an image of the Ascension, another name for the cathedral. This house of God was the first stone building of the Lavra. It was originally built according to a Byzantine model, with a nave and 2 side aisles 43 meters high, with 6 posts and a single dome. In the 17th century, it was given its 5 onion-shaped domes, but in 1718 they were devastated by fire. During its reconstruction, 2 further domes were added. The cathedral was given its fine appearance that we see today due to a wartime bomb. On the 3rd of November 1941, it destroyed the cathedral and almost all of its works of art. Next to it stands the elongated refectory with the monumental Refectory Church. Beneath the dome is an impressive icon that consists of marble, copper, and iron in Neo-Russian style. In the basement of the refectory is a large hall with 2 rows of 5 decorated slender columns that contain Byzantine capitals. This was the monks' dining hall. At the end of the 19th century, more than 1,000 monks lived here. Underneath the spherical dome hangs a 260-kilogram chandelier, a gift from Tsar Nikolai II. Downhill is the lower Lavra. This section contains the famous caves, and above the surface, the Feast of the Cross Church with 3 domes, 1 nave and 2 aisles, all in Ukrainian Baroque style. The interior walls, ceilings and portals are decorated with stucco work and splendid paintings. They feature images of several religious men. This monastery is, for many Russian Orthodox and Greek Orthodox followers, one of their most sacred places of pilgrimage. And it's certainly a very impressive sight. A visit to the caves is a must. Warm, humid air comes out of the corridors, and then appear the first niches and coffins. This is the final place of rest for the monastery's founders, as well as for many Russian saints, as well as the many hermits who died in the caves. The monks dug corridors and niches in the soft limestone and created a subterranean system of cave churches and cells. Some of the monks that have buried here have been mummified. That is why during the Middle Ages the caves were said to be a wonder of the world, and the mummies were thought to possess special healing powers. Maria, the Mother of God birthed church, along with its small cemetery, is situated on the edge of the monastery complex. In 1934, the Soviet rulers transformed all of the splendid churches into a museum complex. During the 1,000-year festival of the Christianization of Russia in 1988, the monastery once again became a place of pilgrimage for its Orthodox faithful.